beats for you, baby.
Can you see the wrinkles in my shirt? Can you see the wrinkles?
Yeah, we live too. They are you announcing your wrinkles.
Just wrinkles.
Oh wait, where?
Fresh out the dryer, bro.
All right, so I tweeting out, posting out, tagging out, whatever and such.
Mm-hmm.
This is episode 34. This is show and tell. So this is actually pretty cool. Like I like this concept of like show and tell. You don't know what the person's bringing to the table. It might be, some fire. It might be some water. You don't even know. And I think it's dope because the pressure's not on me at all. I don't have any pressure to be like, oh, I gotta make a beat in this type of sample. So welcome to week 34 or episode 34 of 3 Beats Later on your YouTube, television, phone, tablet screen. 3 Beats Later is a production show where 3 or 4 or more producers get together and we share typically a track that we created based on the challenge for the previous week. But this week we're coming with whatever we decide, the show and tell. So we're just bringing something to the table and we're going to break it down. Now we always talk about music, how we feel about music. So this week I'm going to do something a little bit different really quickly. So I have a album that is about 10 years old, if not more. And it's called Check My Resume. And so I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna put this out there.
Bold. It's a classic.
It's a classic. It's a lot of legendary people are on this joint from the Buffalo area. But I'm gonna specifically play just a snippet of one track from a good friend of mine who passed away not too long ago. His name is Big World. And so this track I did with him, I sampled Alicia Keys, and it's probably gonna get taken off, but just real quick, I'm gonna just play a snippet of it.
This song goes out to my hometown, Buffalo, New York. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing us back, putting us back on the map, nigga. Come on. By design, the system created to trap blacks with gats. That's why they give us smacks. That's why they give us coke and they teach us how to cook. We sell it to our own, no honor among crooks. Public schools with no.
So I'm gonna play that just a little bit there, but if you want to search the album, that's track 8 on there by Big World. It's called The Resurrection. It's just a song he did about the city of Buffalo. So if you go to Bandcamp, or if you just search Check My Resume, the producer's album, it should be the only one that pops up. And this is like my vintage album artwork right here. So it's a lot of P-So on there. I think P's on like 4 songs. AK Reed's on there, Shane Graham's on there. Chanel,
shout out AK
alumni.
Reed.
Cameron Williams got a couple features on there. So yeah, it's a dope project. So yeah, definitely check it out. But this is, you're looking for some new music or something different to listen to that you haven't heard before. So yeah, check that out. And yeah, that's my piece for the week as far as music I suggest.
All right. So who's going to show and tell first this week? Do we have any volunteers?
Iso is going to go this week because he's in some dungeon and he only has like 5 minutes before the dragon comes in.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, so I got a couple of joints. I have 2 real quick joints to play for y'all real quick. The first one, I'm not going to break it down because it's a beat that I played before, but I just like tweaked it a little bit. So I know if you guys have been following us, you know that I've been working on some commercials for my company. Shout out natural.com.
Yeah.
So I tweaked this beat a little bit. I'm going to play for you real quick, and then I'll show you something else real quick, and I'll play that for you real quick. I don't have the video playing with this audio, so you guys will see these commercials on the interwebs very soon. But just to set the scene, this commercial is 2 people dressed in African garb, and they are whipping shea butter in kind of like an Afrofuturistic chic like laboratory. And that is kind of like the vibe. And I'm going to play it real quick because Commercial is only 30 seconds, so this beat is a little bit longer than that, but we'll just go. So thank you for muting the engines, gentlemen. And my name is Piso Artone. Here we go. Yeah, so that one, I realized I left the vocal samples in there. I meant to take that. I meant to mute those because those will not be in the commercial. But yeah, that was real quick. So thank you for listening to that, y'all. And I'm gonna play you another beat. This other beat is me messing around with just some sounds and just trying to come up with a beat. I realized this one is a little bit different. I'm trying to submit this for the 3 Beats Later mixtape. But after listening to it a couple more times, I realized it has a little bit too much of a pulse. It might not fit exactly in the soundscape that we're creating for this particular beat tape, but it's a fun little beat and I made it, so I'll play it for y'all. Also, I'll break this down. So here we go. Word. So this is a beat that I wanted to use some kind of like housey electronic sounds, but I wanted to use them in a kind of chill vibe. So the beat is 93 BPM, which is more of a slow hip hop tempo, but it uses some kind of house sounds that I got from our friends at Cymatics. This is from the Master Collection. I chopped this one up pretty simply. I mean, I didn't want to do anything too crazy. As you can see, it's just a basic pulse that I went with the rhythm. But I actually chopped it up from a completely different Cymatics sample that I'm not going to play right now, but I'll show you guys. There, if I can flip my screen. It's not letting me flip my screen. Not sure how I do that to show you guys my other screen without, I can't flip the bottom. All right, well, essentially I use a sampler to chop up a cymatic sample. So the actual cymatics loop doesn't sound anything like this. The chord progressions aren't like this. I chopped it up and kind of made it different. But I chopped it up twice, so it has two different feels, even though it's the same melody. And then I mess around with my drums, taking some lessons from my boy Grimace Heatsmith. I've now started to separate my drums into each drum rack. I'm no longer lazy. I apply my compressor, so you get a nice full kick. And then for the snare, I went with a stutter pattern snare, which I've been having a lot of fun with. My mouse is acting up, yo. Hold on one sec. There we go. Which I've been having fun with a lot lately is this like stutter pattern snare. I think Corey was playing around with something like that before as well. Then just messed around with some nice little hi-hats. And I put a triangle in this. You got to put a triangle in your beat. And then I sampled my kids, just little kids saying random stuff. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. It's super random. No hidden messages here. Oh yeah, so I should actually mention that one. For when I was listening to my kid sounds, I found it sounded like somebody was knocking on a door or something like that, and I kind of use that as my as like kind of a little drum pattern kind of thing. Actually, oops. Here, wait, let me show you. So just kind of did this little knocking sound. And I turned that up. I turned the velocity on that up so that would hit every eighth bar. So we kind of have a little bit of a drum roll there, and that's really the beat, man. That's not too crazy. All right, and with that, I'll open the floor to my friends and brethren.
Yo, those commercial beats. What is that? What is that for? What is the name of the company?
Yeah, natural.
Yeah. Yo, Grim, we need a button, man. Whenever he says yeah, you just gotta press it.
It's gotta be a trigger.
I actually have grown to like the little vocal sample in the Yaya commercial one.
Yeah, I like it too.
So you're gonna kick that out?
I hope Grimace will let me copyright it.
Good, brother.
Oops, sorry, I did not mean to do that. Yeah,
Hey, not royalty free though.
Not royalty free.
So that's great. Both of these are great, and this that one for the playlist is called Orbital Bounce.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna submit it. Maybe, but I don't. I think I have some other ones that might fit a little bit better. So,
Did you think that was too
Orbital or bouncy?
too bouncy? I think it was. It fit.
Too bouncy.
definitely too orbital. Nah, I felt like I felt like it was a little bit too. I mean, the tempo was. See, the thing is, the tempo was right, but I just feel maybe the sounds just make it too hype for me. I think I don't want to clash with the lofi low flow. But you know what? Actually, I'm gonna cheat real quick since I have everyone's attention. I worked on this one too. This one I actually
Yo, how he say he's sleepy, and then
He's about to
and go
play
for like a half hour.
this one I really want.
I gotta go
to
first
put on
because
the-
I'm sleepy.
on a
Three
beat
beats.
on a beat.
3 beats right here.
I worked on this one too.
I like that.
Okay,
I think that one should definitely gonna be. And this one's called bread loaf.
Bread loaf.
Yeah. But yeah,
I like that one.
Thank y'all very
Awesome,
much.
P.
Dope vibes, bro.
Yeah, I'm a little under the weather today, so I'm gonna take off, guys.
All right.
I will be tuning in. Thank you, brothers. Let me know how it goes.
All
I
right.
hope the rest of the show is definitely dope.
All right,
man.
brother.
Well, three.
Have a
Shit,
good
thank
one.
you for giving us 3 beats later.
Yes. Thank you for giving us 3
Show's
beats.
over. Oh
Later.
yeah, kick it.
Yo, I am on the Rainbow
Peace.
Circle.
I think it's only right that if anyone comes on for like 15 minutes and shows their music and then bounces, that we dedicate the rest of the show to just flaming them while they're not here. What do you think? All jokes must be targeting P from here on out.
Since flaming them. Yoga.
I'm just saying he had the Alchemist book cover as his background, but 25th edition.
Oh man.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so who's going next?
I guess I go since I missed last week.
Okay.
As I get this rainbow circle off my screen.
Yeah, and let us know about the project too, if it's like tied to anything that's going on right now. I'm like really curious to hear, some of the inside scoop.
Well, nothing special, just working, man. Just doing beats and working with a couple of artists. I don't want to put too much out there yet because it ain't complete, but once they finish up, they definitely want to come on board and kick it with you guys as well, display the music and show love to the show, because that's what they've been doing, just showing love to us. So
Awesome.
definitely shout out to the guys I've been working with.
Yeah, we want to, especially if like we get to hear like a first draft right now, and it finishes, like bring the artist on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We want to like dig into the whole track and what the lyricist thought about the track and the whole making of.
Definitely, just definitely keep you guys posted, that, and keep the energy positive, you know what I'm saying? Because guys is like, they really appreciate the show. So it's like, it's a good look for everybody,
Well, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited.
I love it.
Here I'm gonna share with this I was working on earlier. This beat right here I was working on earlier for the playlist. I think I'm gonna put it on there. I'm not sure, but I like the vibe of it. It's nice and smooth, simple, nothing dramatic. So I'm gonna play you what I put together. And mute your engines, guys.
Muted.
right, so basic simple. What I did was play some chords out here for the main melody, something smooth and laid back, like if you want riding with your girl or something, you just chilling, you know, smooth music. So play these chords out here simple on ripcord. I use ripcord to do that. I was looking for a certain vibe. So what I did was printed it out so I can mix it out a little better, you know, in detail on the audio track instead of having so much noise in the background. So just a little technical on that part with the printout just to get a better sound and result. And what I did was added 2 drum patterns, almost the same, but one for like, you know, the intro to bring it in nice and smooth. I didn't want it to be so rough, but I wanted to keep a little roughness to it with the secondary drums. Almost the same pattern, but the other drums is a little bit more grittier. So with a little drum break in there. And the vocal part, I don't know what happened. Something must have happened on there. Transpose messed up a little bit, but bass line from Contact. Use this bass line from here, from this plugin, which is dope. Started playing with it today. And shout out to E for putting me on to that too. Contact. Use this vintage guitar for that sound, for that guitar sound. And the bass as well. And what I did on the break part, the bridge part, I added a piano layer with the guitar. So you'll hear, I'll play it. Actually, I played this out and added RC20 because I love RC20. And a couple of native plugins for the guitar, a flange on it. And layered that with this piano from Splitfire. And that was pretty much it, you know? Try to keep it nice and smooth and calm and relax. Riding out, chilling. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, guys.
Yo, you should let me record some
I was
guitar
gonna
on that.
say, yo,
Oh,
as
yeah,
soon as I
yeah.
heard that, I was like,
I had you in
record
mind
that.
too, dude. I had you in mind. I'm like, I know Corey gonna hear this. He'd be like, that needs to be crispier. But the idea was just, you know what I'm saying? But,
oh yeah, go with what you're feeling. I'm just saying, I'm the resident in-house guitar player.
yes.
You know what I mean? You gotta use me.
Yes. It was on the fly, bro. Trust me. He was in my mind like, I don't know if he got the time to throw me a quick loop or something and put it together. But it was like, you know.
Well, shoot this to me after.
Oh,
I can
for
hit you
sure.
up.
For sure.
What about, can I talk about that clap?
Right.
This clap right here, shout out to
Yeah.
Ilma Black Kits, man. That's actually,
I need to get on some of those kits, man. There you go.
nice.
Yeah.
You know, nice little slap.
That's the twerk clap. That's the
But
that's the clap at the beginning of all that twerk songs. As soon as you get
Universal
that clap,
clap.
you already know the song's about to go way left.
Universal clap, so use it for anything. It's almost like red hot sauce, bro.
I like this, and this is definitely playlist material right here. I mean, for the vibe that we're going with, like those chords. You processed. How did you process all those chords in the beginning? Is that just like plugins and?
Well, I play,
waviness going on there.
A little bit. I can show you the actual track of what I did before I printed it. So this is the actual sound. I hate to do it because, let me see. I love RC20 because RC20 adds a texture to this can't really be,
Yo, it's crazy because all I hear in my head is like some random 2021 artist about to drop the Sweet Love remake by Anita Baker
Yeah.
Like that's all I hear in my head. That's all I hear is that I can't stop hearing it.
Yeah, I was trying to be jazz hands.
I
so, you know
hear
what I'm saying?
Sweet Love on that, like a remake of that drink in there.
Yeah.
Yo,
so,
we got to, that's like perfect material too, to have like the intro, your song come in with some samples or something like that. We've been talking about bringing in, transitions for our playlist, and that would be great. Just like a long intro with some talking over it or something like that.
Yeah, that definitely worked, So, that was it, man. Just pretty that and bass line and drums. And I didn't want to make it too crazy and technical because it's laid back music. So, something to just really focus on the melody and the sounds and just chill.
I love this track. Hit me with this track so I could lace it with some guitar.
I got you. And I'll take the guitar out so you could just, do what you do.
No. Leave it in. I'll just use it
in. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you back just dry guitar, nothing on it, so you could process it however you want to. Like,
okay.
Put back on the reverb and the flange and throw it through RC20 or whatever you got to do with it.
All right, cool. No problem, my friend. But that's my beats.
All right, sick.
Appreciate it.
Who's next?
I guess since you asked, I guess I'll go.
If since you asked,
all right, so I'm gonna do something a little unique this week. I'm gonna just play it and then I'm gonna break it down after. So I'm gonna play it piece by piece.
Piece by piece.
So I'm gonna open it up to y'all, and y'all tell me what that's a sample of, or what track that was sampled on. John, you can't answer yet. You can't answer yet.
You say you can't.
That part, the horns,
the whole thing. I'm gonna play it again. You tell me where you think it's sampled from.
Okay.
So this is.
I think I know where it's from.
Okay, so that's your you sure? You don't want to even try to guess, huh?
Can you play it one more time?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it with the horns too, so you can get it.
Okay.
Sean, you can't guess. Okay, what do you got? What do you got?
Is it a TV theme song or something like that?
Nope.
Is it a Kenny G joint?
No.
Is it a sax player? Is it a sax
No,
player?
it's a very popular track. So this is the Drive, the Wildflower version that Kanye sampled for Drive Slow.
Oh, okay.
So I just grabbed the same sample and I just decided I was just going. So I want to break this beat down real quick. I'm gonna show y'all what I did and why it worked so well for me on this track. So what I decided to do was, this is the first beat that I ever used resonators on. So resonators, I talked about a couple episodes ago, but it's kind of, I don't even know how to explain it, but it saved me so many times when making beats with samples, because it allowed me to really put those sounds that are hidden in the sample when I chop it. I like to chop my samples like this. That's my go-to style of chopping my samples lately. But what I do once I do that, I put resonators on the sample that I chop, and it sounds like this. So it doesn't sound like it's chopped as much. And so when I put them both together, you really can't hear the chop in the sample. You only hear the resonators filling in those gaps. All right, so with the bass, I just took like a little stab, jab kind of joint. So I use moto bass, but then I threw the amp on there. So in Ableton, they have the amp you can grab. I used the amp, I threw the bass on, and I turned the presence up a little bit. I didn't really play with the settings too much because I like how it sounded. It had that grunge to it, and it worked well with the sample. So I didn't really change much on that. When it comes to the resonators in that sample, I did change a few things. So when you go to the resonators, it looks like this. It's a bunch of mess. And the color is the only thing I really change on there because it controls how much of that metallic feedback you get. So but it's also a direct reflection of how much of the track gaps it'll fill in. So you want to have a little bit of color, but you don't want to have too much because then you won't be able to fill it. You won't be able to hear the sample. So that's really how I did that one. And then obviously I showed you how I chopped the sample up. Just grabbed it, and you know how I love my little pattern. So I grabbed me a pattern, and this is how. And so with this one here, this is just, I grabbed the sample and I just grabbed the saxophone part of the sample, and I just so I just took the notes and played them my own way, like changed the direction of the notes, changed the the way the notes were being played, and then I just threw a beat on it. I just grabbed a cymatic loop and I chopped it up. So that was it. And so and the only other accent I added was just this little shaker sound. That's the beat for the week. I'm surprised you didn't get that, Corey. I figured you would have been the one to get that.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Grim kind of cheated because he heard me when I was slipping the sample, so he couldn't answer.
Hey, I still forgot, you know. I like the bounce on it though. You know, that bounce, man.
Pretty sure made it.
And that bass, man.
Yeah.
The distorted bass, keep that. Save that preset or whatever. That's nasty.
Thank you.
What's going on with the sax though? Is that that's not a plugin? That's just a sample that you're playing?
That's all from the sample. I just grabbed it and I chopped it.
And you chopped it.
And I just played it differently. So I played like an instrument.
That sounds pretty good, man. I'm like, I heard a couple of the, I think last week's beat, you had sax in it too. That was with the plugin though, right?
Yeah, that was me, playing it out through the plugin.
Yeah, this is nice, man. Just by taking that sample, that's sick.
Thank you.
That's dope. Since I
is that gonna be a playlist beat?
The sample. Yeah.
No samples.
So I wonder who's gonna go next. Yo, this looking like Sunny Delight over there, man.
Ooh.
Got OJ, Purple Stuff, Sunny D.
Said purple stuff.
Yo, why do they always do that in the commercials? Purple stuff. No mom ever says you got purple stuff.
Purple stuff.
Got OJ, Purple Stuff, Sunny D. Of course, all these kids gonna say Sunny D. They're not gonna say OJ. It was the 90s.
The commercial they want to say it was lean.
It was the 90s. They wasn't gonna say anything about OJ.
We got OJ, lean, and
oh, that is funny. Let me see. Is this even?
Yo, how many tracks do you?
Yo, I got a lot of tracks here.
It's the musician, man.
43 tracks.
That's why he asked who's going next, because his breakdown is about to be a thesis statement. Yo, who's going before me, man? Because I need y'all to hurry up.
Yo, can you hear this?
Yeah.
I want to say no, so you can play it again.
That
flute?
That? Yeah, that weird.
That's
weird
dope.
Is that the intro to Mary J. Be Happy track? I'm sorry,
right,
it just sounded like it, man.
Mute your engines. All right, we got Show and Tell, episode 34. This is Cheeky CP. I'm building a track and I'm working with an artist, so I'm just gonna play like a snippet of this because it's not done, and it's not being done arranged either. So I'm gonna play like the first half of this track and just show you how far I've gotten. So I really I'm teaching myself how to mix, and it's a pain in the ass. And this is the mix that I got so far on this track, so I'll play it.
Hey, see you in Takamaka Bay. Hey, see you in Takamaka Bay. Remember how you do me right. Remember how you never want to part with me. Every time I remember Takamaka Bay, my heart goes na na na. Yeah, Takamaka my soul, my baby my soul.
So that's the track, and I'm working with an artist named Bogo, based out of Kenya. So it's really something that I've been trying to do is just like work on some Afro beats. This is an Afro beats track. And we want to hear the beat solo, so I'll do that first. So it's really just kind of like a core Afrobeat stuff that we've been doing even on the show. There's a lot of tracks here for the drums, so I'll play them all for you really quick. There are some little clap thingies, so let me go. Let's start it here. And then I'll throw in the, there's a little bit of bass in here. So nothing crazy, right? It's just like a groove. There's 808, and the 808 is kind of bouncing off of some electric bass that I played, but I EQ'd the bass and took out all of the deep end. So you only hear like kind of like the high end of the electric bass. And then the 808 is filling in all of this space right here. So together that actually sounds kind of cool, just because those frequencies aren't really messing with each other when you hear this. So it kind of helps out in the mix too. When you're listening on smaller speakers, you'll still hear some of that like higher range of the bass kind of bleed through. But this whole track started with some chords, and they're just kind of like guitar chord ideas. I'll play the chords for it. And then I added a counter melody with some guitar underneath it. And then I added another guitar line, which is way over here. So a bunch of just different riffs. And then I had to call up a homie. Shout out to one of the sickest saxophone players alive, based out of DC here, Brian Felkowski. And I wanted to record this guitar line, but I wanted it to be on a different instrument. So he hooked me up with some flutes, and he actually hooked me up with sax and everything. So I wanted that to kind of fall on a different instrument. So he played that for me. And he plays it on the sax too, which is just nasty. So a lot of the track was built off a guitar and then just kicked to another musician to help me, you know, say the same lines just on a different instrument. So flutes are in here. He also recorded the other guitar line, which is what you hear over here. And I'm just trying to be tasteful with it right now, but again, it's not being done arranged.
My baby, my soul. My head, my head, my head, my head, my head, my head. See you in Takamaka Bay. See you in Takamaka.
And the artist Bogo, shout out to Bogo. We're gonna try to get him on the show because he is sick, and I'm working on another track, and I'm gonna see if he gets inspired by it and if we could work together on another track soon. And a lot of the music that I'm working on is kind of just a side project. This is just kind of like a tropical boy type of album, EP. I don't even know what you want to call it. I want to put something out just under my producer name, just showing all the different stuff that I could do. So this is one of those tracks. This is Happy everybody.
Yo,
Dude.
I got questions.
Yes, sir.
First off, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to play everything. Well, I need you to play everything that's not bass, drums, and percussion soloed out right now.
That's not bass, drums, and percussion.
Yeah, I just need you to solo all the instruments, but no drums or bass or percussion or anything. No vocals.
Oh,
nothing.
yeah. I did add some like kind of weird effects in there. You'll hear like
it's kind of speaking
you
a
know,
language, and I'm trying to see if I understand what it's saying. Like the call and response to these instruments is very like unique.
here we go.
Yes.
There's keys too. I didn't talk about that.
Yo, listen, I think the instrumental that's on the B side is like the acoustic version of the track. Like that's crazy. Like I think that the beat is hot, but I think this track also needs to be released as an acoustic version as well, because there's so much going on there that's just like it gets buried into the track. And I think it doesn't, the percussion almost takes away from how fly your communication was with your instrumentation. Like that's crazy, man. I love that. I love that.
It's dope.
The beat is amazing too. I remember you played it for me, but this other stuff has been added since then, since we heard it last.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
it is like a. Appreciate that, Grimace. It is kind of like a conversation, right? It's like when I write stuff on the guitar, it's like I have a chord idea, but then I hear all of the melody lines. So I could like sit down and write like 3 different riffs to it. And sometimes that could sound really, really like loopy, you know, but sometimes when the timing is right or whatever, when I spend enough time with it, I should say, like I'm able to kind of make it feel more like a conversation as opposed to just like loop, 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 loop. You know what I mean? Like riff, riff. Yeah.
What was the last
all right,
part?
So the track?
No, the last thing.
Riff.
Riffs.
I thought you was going on Coming to America on us. Woof, woof, woof. Buck like a dog. Yo, listen. I think this is dope, and I really think that you really should put that Island Boy project out, because I think that ever since we did one challenge and you never came back, we lost. like we did one.
Still on the island.
We did the first challenge was do a reggae or dancehall beat, and then it was do an Afro beat. Mm-hmm. Listen, he started going on the first beat. By the second beat, he's never made a regular beat again. He's been in the islands ever since.
Been on vacation.
He's been on vacation ever since, man. He keeps coming up with more and more ways to integrate. Like, dude, all you need is a steel drum on that track.
I know. Yeah.
Get you a steel drum, or like find you somebody over there that plays steel drum that could just pound that out with the acoustic version of that song. Yo, oh my goodness. That's all you need, man. The vocals and those instruments you got with a steel drum behind it.
Yeah.
Ooh, you'll hit the charts over there, man. Like crazy.
Seriously.
Yeah, like I want to do some.
That joint is fire, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
I feel like booking a ticket right now.
I want to go on vacation on an island too, by the way. Man. But I want to do some reggaeton. I got some reggaeton beats that are pretty nice that I'm excited about. I just need to find artists. So calling all reggaetoneros, hit me up. Okay. I got some fire for you. All right.
They coming, man, especially if they heard that joint. Woo! Be lined up, man. Lined up.
All right, next week. What are we doing this week, fellas?
Yo, I think we should spin the wheel, man. We haven't spun the wheel in a while. Does the wheel even work?
What's on the wheel?
Broken.
The wheel's broken, man.
I don't even know. We haven't. I thought I wasn't even have to load up the wheel.
You know what?
We got some.
What about the loop pack? Yeah, let's do a loop pack next week. Loop pack number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2.
I don't know what that one is.
The the chill one, the one you.
Okay. Well, we got 2. We got 2 chill ones. So what I was doing was. Okay. So I need to. So what we should probably do is we're gonna choose a loop pack and then we're gonna tweet it out and put it up on Instagram. We're kind of torn between a couple of them. So instead of going back and forth right now, maybe we just decide offline and then tweet it out. But we were just looking through all the different websites that have royalty-free loop packs. We found a couple that we like, but we're kind of arguing internally right now to figure out which one we love the most for this week. That's the best way to put it. Did I lie?
No comment. No comment. No, we're really.
So episode 35 will be a loop pack, all gonna make beats around, and it is to be determined. We'll decide in the next hour or so. If anyone makes loop packs and you got a royalty-free loop pack or sample pack or whatever you want to call it, hit us up too, because we will do a whole episode on your pack. And
wait, before we go, big shout out to the winner of the Cymatics Challenge too.
Yes.
I don't know if you have that.
Yeah.
If you have that queued up, roll that beautiful beam footage. Let's see, hold up. I think I got it.
I said what's up to that person on Instagram, but there was no response. They're big time now.
Big time.
There we go. So this is the beat. It was by Channel, and this drink is in play a couple seconds of it, but it's very dope. This person won. This is what they won. They won a MacBook Pro, a Prophet 6 synthesizer, $1,000.
$1,000.
They won Apollo's. First of all, I wanted that so bad, man.
Yeah.
The Cymatics plug-in bundle. These two right here, completely fired. They won the Isotope Production Suite.
RC20,
they won XLN. That's what Grimace, man. Grimace will go crazy over that right there.
Jeez.
Cable Guys plug-in bundle. They also got the JST Black Friday bundle, and they got a 2 terabyte drive with all the Cymatics packs. And if you know anything about Cymatics has like ridiculous amount of sounds. So I'm gonna just play the beat that won them all this stuff real quick.
Short clicker.
Yeah, sure. All right, so you can check it out right on Cymatics website. If you go to contest, it'll show right there. This is the contest winner. So big shout out to Channel, man. That drink was dope.
Sir.
And it had like, I feel like 1,100 changes in the track. Like it was just so much stuff going on. It was just like, it was hard for you not to move. If you didn't like one style of music, give it 10 seconds. It's going to switch up to a completely different genre of music. So I loved it a lot. It was dope. And I'm glad they won. So definitely kudos to them for that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out Channel, right? Channel's
big shout out to all the people who submitted beats for the Cymatics Challenge. Full disclaimer. Shout out to all the entries that made it. So yeah,
Rim didn't make it, did he? Oh, that's.
I knew it was coming, bro.
I was gonna give you about a week, man.
What happened? What happened?
Go ahead, tell her what happened, girl.
Tell.
I put the wrong code in on submission. Try to be Houdini and submitted at the last second and put the wrong code in. And it was like, no, error, no. I was like,
I got a phone call.
And this dude, boy.
Exactly 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock or whatever time it was.
12.
And I was like
12.
yo. Yeah, I was like, yo, all right, so you submitted, man. We ready to go. He was like, no. I'm like, man, You would play the beat the night before. And matter of fact, yo, play the beat, dude.
Oh my god!
Play this real
come
quick.
on.
Play the beat, dude. Yo, oh my goodness.
Oh, play the beat.
Yeah, play like 30 seconds of the beat, man.
All right, hold on. Let me load
This
it up.
beat was like, yo, I really think, and with what you did with that beat, I think you would have been like definitely up there with that track we just played from him.
Oh man,
Crazy, bro. I said I can. I was relieved that I didn't have to go against your beat. I told this to you directly. I said, man, I mean, it's a great thing for me, a horrible thing for you, but
oh my god, I almost went to a couple therapy classes online.
Yeah,
man.
he was throwing stuff on the floor. Tantrum, man. He's like, I'm about to pick up these wires. I'm gonna call you back.
You
Man,
did what?
You should have started with this story.
Yo, bro, yeah,
Oh,
I wanted
man,
to tell
you.
last week, but I ain't want to ruin it.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
You got it queued up. You got that beautiful beam footage. Oh, there it is, right there.
I think this is it.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is funny. Yeah, man.
You use pieces of Ableton I didn't know they had on that beat, dude. Like,
yeah, man. That was I use everything cymatics mostly too. Like, dude,
that was crazy. That was crazy.
From the whole.
But yeah. So from now on, whenever we have a challenge, we're all gonna submit early.
Yeah, I'm going early. No more games.
But yeah, this was dope. This was dope. Great week, everybody, man. And definitely I'm excited to hear what we do next week. I'm excited to hear what loop pack we're gonna use because there's so many good loop packs out there. But like Cheeky said, follow us, hit the notification bell, subscribe, email us, hit us up. If you have a beat pack or know somebody who does have a beat pack that's royalty free, just hit us up. Let us know. We'll do it as a challenge, and we'll bring you on to talk about it, kind of break down what inspired you to make the pack, what instrumentation went into it, and really just what your plan is with it. So if you know somebody who has one, if you have one, hit us up, and we'll be glad to have you on here and make your loop pack a challenge.
All right. All right, everyone. Good episode.
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right, everybody. Well, y'all stay motivated. Motivated. Wow. Stay motivated. Stay inspired. Stay creative.
Motivated.
Yeah.
Motivated.
Yeah. Peace out, y'all. Man.
All right.
Peace.
All right. Peace.